guys, welcome to the Cooking with What You've Got kitchen. Today I finally have somebody who can record for me and you guys can see me cook. So my sister is behind the camera. She's my favorite and most supportive person, so I love her. It's my oldest sister Magda. Anyway, so let's talk about what I'm going to be making today. Today I am going to be making some stuffed peppers for you guys, and sorry about that. Here are some beautiful peppers that I chose today. Some yellow, obviously, orange and red. Colors doesn't matter. You can make this with whatever color that you want. But let's talk about what the meat that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to teach you guys something. So this meat is actually one of the nicest cuts of meat. It was a top round steak, and at Market Basket, I don't know if other supermarkets do this, you can get a nice slab of meat, and this was $2.99 a pound, and it wasn't fatty or anything. So I don't know what the ratio of fat is, but it's a nice meat. Anyway, so I had them grind it up for me. So I'm pretty excited about that. This is like a pound and a third, and I only paid $4 for it. So we're gonna use that up. Today I have some ingredients here that I'm gonna be using up. I have some cilantro, a shallot, and for those who don't know what a shallot is, this is what a shallot looks like. It's a little sweeter than an onion. I have some olives in here. I have some onion powder. I'm sorry, that was garlic powder. This is onion powder. I have some oregano, dried oregano. I have some tomato paste and some ground pepper. I have some salt and some cumin. And I here have some portobello mushrooms that I cut up and some mozzarella cheese. So without further ado, let's get this started. I'm going to put in a little bit of olive oil in the pot. It's been not too much because the meat has its own fat, but again, because I don't know what the fat content is, because it was a nice slab of meat. We're gonna throw some in there for a little bit of moisture. Normally, I cook this. I mean, I season pre-putting in the pan, but we don't need to do all that. We don't need to get crazy. We're gonna make it easy today. Ooh, I like that sizzling sound. Put this back here. Let me get some, you know what? I'm gonna get some of that olive oil in there because I don't want my meat to stick. We're gonna throw in some salt. No, we're going with a little bit of pepper. You can season this however you want. I'm gonna season it with some cumin. Probably could use it all, but we're gonna use all of the oregano that we have. Let's go in there with some of the garlic. I'm sorry, the onion powder. You can use it all. You know what? Let's make it really flavorful. This is the garlic. I'm just gonna mix it all in. I'm gonna make like a stew, what we call guisar. I'm gonna stew this up. I'm gonna cook it and then add a lot of flavor into it. So let's see, what have I not used yet? Let's throw in the shallots. And normally I would throw peppers in here, but we're already cooking it inside of pepper, so we don't need all that. Let's throw those olives in there too. We're gonna get that tomato paste in there because I want to get all those flavors in there. Normally I cook in layers and I saute the onions and whatever veggies I'm gonna put in, and then I bring in the meat, but ain't nobody got time for all that right now. I'm just gonna throw in all the flavors in there because trust me, it's gonna be good no matter what. I'm gonna throw in some cooking wine. You can use any red wine for this. I happen to have this Goya one. I'm gonna use that. This is just to give me some of the sauce. Alright, let's get that going in there. I'm gonna need to turn up the heat on this. It's gonna need some help there. My stove is kind of high heat, so I gotta be careful with it. And by the way, with this meat, the reason I'm not cooking out the fat first is because it doesn't have a lot of fat to begin with. Because like I said, I chose, this isn't, usually when you buy ground meat, what you're getting is you're getting a lot of fat and not, you know, not the best kind of meat. So with this, there's not a whole lot of fat there. At this point, I'm just gonna throw in the portobellos in there. Just throw everybody in there. I'm gonna stew it. And I like that smell. You know what? I feel like this needs some color, so I'm gonna go get me a sazon right there. It doesn't really need it, but I just need that color. I won't use adobo. A lot of you know that I am a Boricua against adobo, but I will use some sazon in there whenever necessary, just for an extra little bit of pop. And for those who don't know what sazon is, this is what sazon looks like. I'm gonna get the lid. So I'm gonna actually let me taste this to see if it needs. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna check for flavor, make sure that it's, you know, it tastes right, and then I'm gonna cover it for a little bit and let it cook off. Not too much because it's gonna finish cooking in there. It's got good flavor. It doesn't need much more. I'm gonna add maybe a little bit more of this for moisture. Again, it doesn't really need all that, but go big or go home, you know. So I'm gonna cook this off for like a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna stuff them in there, and I'll be right back to show you how I'm gonna stuff these. All right, so that was legit cooking like for less than 5 minutes. You don't want to overcook steak. Besides, it's gonna finish cooking in there. So now we're gonna stuff our peppers. I'm taking it off the heat. I'm gonna stuff our peppers and get them nice and meaty in there. You can add whatever you want to this. You can add potatoes, you can add rice. I'm going simple with this, with just the mushrooms. But this is just an idea how you would cook it. The beauty about the kitchen is you can experiment with whatever you want. You don't have to follow everybody exactly. Okay? You do what works for you. Some of these. Okay. You know what? I forgot that halfway through you can add some cheese to this. And you know what? Whatever you want. I'm gonna throw some in there in the middle. I mean, and add some. And add some in these crevices in there. All right. Let's finish stuffing this one. Some more on the top. Oh, if you hear the floor tumbling, I have nieces upstairs running. I have children running. All right. So I gotta reserve some of this meat so I can feed. The good thing about this meat is you can make extras, and if the kids don't like stuffed peppers, you can give them making some tacos, and that's what I'm about to do. Make some tacos for the girls with the rest of the stuff that I'm reserving. So let's top it off with a little bit more. Probably gonna go find some more cheese in the fridge. One sec. Let's find some more cheese. Oh, geez. I want them to be nice and cheesy like me. I'm gonna throw these in the oven, and I'm gonna find out. It could be 15 minutes, it could be 20 minutes. I really don't know. And that's a beautiful thing about the kitchen. Everybody's stove is different. So what can be 15 minutes for me could be 20 for you, 30 for you. I don't know how your oven works. So I'm going to put them in there and just kind of eyeball them to see when they get soft and nice and, I don't know, when I think that they're ready. Sorry, I know it's not a lot of, it's not much help, but in the kitchen, always experimenting. So we're gonna start out with 15-20 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and I'll tell you exactly how long it took in my oven, okay? I'll be right back. I'm gonna throw them in here. All right, so these have been in the oven now for like 35-40 minutes at 425, and they're ready to come out. Ooh, and they sound amazing. Here's what they look like. Let me get it closer. Look how beautiful these are. And they smell better. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate this pretty, show you what I do. Actually, you know what? Let me show you something. So I have, you know, I'm a fan of making things look real pretty. I have this. This is oven safe platter. And I'm gonna just put them in there. They are very hot. Ooh, they are hot. All right, hold on a sec. Let me start with the big one, get it out of the way. See how it fits in there. Ooh, it's juicy. Let's get the other one in there. Then, ooh, they fit perfectly. So this is how you would serve them. And it's hot, hot, hot. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm making a little bit of white rice. I'm gonna start plating it in a minute to show you guys how to make it go from this pretty powder over here into the dish. Give me a sec. All right, so I have managed to put it, you know, make it look even prettier in one of these things, you know, put some cilantro on it. The idea is to make it all look beautiful. Inexpensive ingredients, guys, you saw that, right? Now, what I do with the rice is you can find a little bowl, whatever. And hopefully this one sticks. It looks kind of a loose rice, so I'm hoping it's gonna stick together. Doesn't look bad. And do a little bit of rice. And this is how you make your plates like look really nice. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Looks nice. Can you see that? Actually, I have some more cilantro over here we're probably going to use. So, we're going to go ahead and grab one of these. Whichever one you like the most. We're going to put it in there. Actually, if you find that your rice is not like where you want it, you can put the top on and kind of move it. Put your pepper kind of sideways. I got a little arugula salad here. And we're just gonna, you know what, I'm gonna move it here a little bit. Guys, this takes a lot of work. I'm gonna put a little bit of arugula salad. Boom, 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 boom. And then some tomatoes. It doesn't have to be expensive ingredients, guys. Super easy. This didn't take that long to make. Anyway, you can do whatever you want to make it pretty. Again, these are ideas. I'm all about teaching people to fish and not fishing for them, just kind of teaching them what they can do with. You saw how simple this was. You can clean it up a little bit, do as much as you want, as little as you want. You can put this on the side there if that makes you happy. There. And you have a beautiful plate. And I tell you, this is delicious. So I am going to go now and I'm going to eat this, you know, because I'm hungry. Okay? And you know what? Maybe I should taste this while I'm talking to you guys. One sec. Let's see. Oh, you know what? No, you know why I'm not going to taste this? Because I haven't taken a picture. Actually, give me a sec to go and take a picture and then I'm going to eat this in front of you guys.